Now, again, the Indiana Senate Pro Tem confirms Republicans in the State House do not have the needed votes to move forward with redistricting plans.
Fox 59's Gabriela Mirando has the reaction from a political expert and the Indiana Republican lawmaker hoping to change her party's mind.
That statement from the Senate Pro Tem spokesperson could be seen as a setback for national Republican leaders who have been pushing for new lines being drawn ahead of next year's midterm election cycle.
This is a really pivotal moment, and we haven't heard explicitly from the Senate leadership until now.
The push to redistrict started months ago, landing in Indiana in August with the first of 2 visits by Vice President J.D. Vance.
The polls and information and data that he shared about what other states have done in the past was extremely compelling.
The White House has said it's trying to get a clear path to keeping the Republican majority in the U.S. House of Representatives.
Nationally, this really puts the Republicans and President Trump in a difficult position. We know that California is planning to move forward. We know that Texas already has. We've looked at Missouri, Ohio.
The fact that the Senate majority is saying, quote, the votes aren't there for redistricting proves something many have been suspecting.
If they did have the support, the legislature would have gone through with it probably weeks, if not months ago.
Dr. Laura Wilson from the University of Indianapolis says the idea of superseding tradition hasn't just split Republicans and Democrats, but the Republican Party itself. Republican State Senator Liz Brown hopes to convince more of her colleagues to redistrict.
When we have special session, I'm assuming we're going to, and we're all there together talking, maybe some of my colleagues who haven't had the opportunity to get all the information they need will have the opportunity to talk to them.
Wilson also says it may be hard to convince state lawmakers to support redistricting when they're largely up for re-election next year.
There have been a number of polls suggesting Hoosiers don't want to see redistricting, and those state legislators would oftentimes and likely take the fall for the decision they'd have to make, essentially assuming all that risk without any of the direct benefit.
Wilson says today's news could draw more eyes come 2030 when the state is set to draw new lines, but the Republican push and the Democratic relief may not be long-lived.
Support changes regularly, and though there might not be the support right now after these congressional midterms, there's nothing to say that this conversation doesn't necessarily come back up again, whether it's in Indiana or nationally as a whole.
Wilson says as the administration tries to flip districts in the Republicans' favor in 2026, they may have to look elsewhere. Reporting in the newsroom, Gabriela Mirando, Fox 59 News.